watch over to him. He had been watching the movie Drop Dead Gorgeous on a laptop. Movies on DVD were a vestige of our once and future life, and Ben needed a dose of that now and then, as did we all. The boat was on automatic pilot as Ben prepared to go aft for his 2-hour watch. Everybody was finally happy to be together. It had taken a few thousand miles, but the family now seemed in sync and content. I don't mean that it was perfect, but we had learned to live in a tight space together without too much drama. We had about a minute left. With our autopilot engaged, the boat was sailing itself in this moment, we thought. I was propped up in bed with a laptop as John chatted from the doorway. He looked good. He is a handsome, green-eyed guy full of fun and energy. People sometimes say he looks like Dennis Quaid. Maybe so. He does have strong features, and he's certainly handsome. He has serious eyes that always give away what he's thinking. He has, or rather had, a dark mustache. Amelia and I talked him into throwing it overboard during the long sail across the Pacific. He's even better looking without it. He hadn't had a drink since his big meltdown in the Caribbean, and I was pretty much in love with him again. So, you can picture the crew. Amelia looks a little older than her 14 years. She has long, dark strawberry blonde hair and big, empathetic brown eyes. She is very fit, with a great, honest smile and the hint of dimples. She is very pretty and has a natural charisma that has always filled the space around her. She is eminently sensible, a peacemaker, daddy's girl. Ben, her older brother by a year and a half, is the surfer archetype. Very blonde hair, dazzling blue eyes, great smile when it breaks through the gloom of family unfairness, tallish to the point where he sometimes stoops a bit to fit into a crowd. Despite his rock shirts and his surfer looks, you would say he appears quite respectable, a top achiever in Scouts, perhaps, which is exactly right. Little green-eyed Camille, 5, has long golden hair, pink cheeks, and a huge smile which is nearly always beaming. Jack, her freckled 9-year-old brother, seems to have stepped out of an old Our Gang film, the neighborhood tough guy. His mouth is always a little open in wonder. His blonde hair and hazel eyes are usually seen only in the blur of his constant explorations. My own hair is long and blonde, and my eyes are brown like Amelia's. I do apologize for the fact that we might seem like Southern California stereotypes. Guilty, I suppose. It was just after dark in a lonely reach of the South Pacific. As we sped westward, the ocean floor was a mile below us, or it was supposed to be. Then, at that moment, everything changed. Like when microphone feedback suddenly fills an auditorium until you must cover your ears, a deafening shrill exploded through the boat. It seemed to come from everywhere. A big jostle, horrible, gouging, scraping, chalkboard-like sounds. The twin hulls under us were screaming. John looked at me the way someone in the next seat of an airplane might look if, at 40,000 feet, all the engines just quit. I had never seen him so instantly confused and horrified. Then came the great shaking and crash as we bounced more violently between the iron-hard treetops of submerged coral, sharp as butcher knives. Seconds later, we slammed full on into the coral reef. Our home, the Emerald Jane, came to a ripping halt, and the great waves of the Pacific exploded around us in a deafening, continuous roar. John caught himself against the doorway. "My God!" he shouted, his eyes drilling crazily into mine. Everything about our lives had just changed, and we knew it. Our lives, our children's lives, could end in the dark of the sea in, what, a minute from now? Less? "Reef!" Ben screamed from the deck. "It cannot be coral! We're miles—" John yelled to himself and me as he bounded up the small stairway. I was right behind him. "Dad! Dad, what's happening?" Amelia shouted over the roaring surf and the loud tearing of the boat against the coral. She tried to cut him off in the salon. The drop-dead laptop was dead on the floor. Things had fallen everywhere. Our 2 younger kids, Jack and Camille, were on the salon's big wraparound sofa under the front.